When it comes to relationships, many women think they already know what men want most. Some assume it is beauty, others believe it is affection or intimacy. While these matter, they are not the deepest hunger of a man's heart. What men crave above all else is respect. Respect is the invisible fuel that drives a man's love, his sense of purpose, and his loyalty. Without it, no amount of affection or attraction can truly satisfy him. And yet, it is also the one thing women often overlook or unintentionally withhold. Respect does not mean blind obedience or silencing yourself. It means acknowledging who he is, valuing his efforts, and showing trust in his ability to lead, protect, and provide. To a man, respect feels like oxygen. Without it, he slowly suffocates in the relationship, even if he cannot explain why. With it, his heart opens fully, and he naturally becomes more loving, protective, and devoted. From childhood, men are taught to achieve, compete, and prove their worth. By adulthood, their identity is deeply tied to the respect they receive. A man can endure stress at work or setbacks in life, but if he feels disrespected by the woman he loves, it cuts him to the core. This is why men often drift away from relationships where they feel constantly criticized or belittled, even if love is still present. The challenge is that women often show love in ways that do not translate as respect. Nurturing, correcting, or giving too much advice can feel to a man like doubt in his ability. What she intends as care, he interprets as disrespect. Tone of voice, the way she reacts to his decisions, or whether she acknowledges his efforts, these small details matter more than most women realize. A simple thank you, a smile, or a word of belief can mean more than hours of affection. Respect does not mean silence when you disagree. It means expressing your truth with kindness, not contempt. It means honoring his intentions, even when you challenge his choices. It also means letting him feel needed, not in a dependent way, but in a way that his presence makes a difference. Men long to be seen as capable and significant in their partner's life. Every acknowledgement of his contributions, big or small, deepens his bond with you. Unfortunately, modern culture often teaches women to withhold respect. Independence and control are celebrated, but sometimes at the cost of admiration. When a woman mocks his efforts, constantly compares him, or only points out what went wrong, he feels unwanted. He may withdraw emotionally, focus on work, or lose passion in the relationship, not because he does not care, but because without respect, he feels powerless. Love without respect feels shallow to a man. He might enjoy affection, but if it comes with constant criticism, it does not nourish him. On the other hand, respect without excessive affection can still sustain him for years. Respect feeds his masculine spirit in a way nothing else can. This is why it is the number one thing men crave, even though few women give it in the way he truly needs. So how can women offer respect? It starts with awareness. Pause before correcting him in public. Focus on what he did right instead of only mistakes. Say thank you, not just for grand gestures, but for everyday efforts. Trust his judgment enough to consider his perspective, even when you disagree. Allow him to lead at times, not because you cannot, but because giving him space to step up inspires his devotion. Respect is about acceptance, seeing him as he is, flaws and all, and still believing in his worth. Men rarely say outright that they want respect. They may ask for space, peace, or appreciation, but beneath it all, they are craving to feel admired by the woman they love. When they do, they naturally become more affectionate, more protective, and more loyal. Respect unlocks parts of his heart that nothing else can reach. For women, shifting from constant correction to admiration may feel unnatural at first, but the results are undeniable. When a man feels respected, he stands taller, smiles more, and gives his best. He wants to protect, provide, and cherish the woman who sees him as capable and strong. Respect does not weaken you as a woman. It empowers him to love you fully. At the end of the day, Women crave love, and men crave respect. When these two needs meet, relationships flourish. So if you wonder what the number one thing men truly want, the answer is simple: respect. Not obedience, not silence, but genuine appreciation, trust, and admiration. Give him that, and you will unlock a deeper, lasting bond, one where he not only loves you, but cherishes you for life.